Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even need to take a flight this week. We are back in Houston this week for an AFC powerhouse matchup. We've got the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans yet again. An absolute heater of a match between two of the top teams in the AFC right now. See the Broncos right there. They are 7-1 so far this season. As we take a look at DeMeco Ryans and the Texans, who we saw lose last week in a nail-biter finish, they are 5-3. So, really good game lined up here. Sorry, 5-2 for the Texans. And let's see how this goes. I'm your host, AJ, and we are underway in Houston for the second week in a row. It's going to go into the end zone, and it is going to be taken out by a touchback. And Bo Nix is going to bring out these Texans. Very young quarterback. Brought them a lot of hope last season. The Bo-Leavers are here in full force in Energy Stadium. As the first play of the game, nice little handoff. He's going to get a little bit. That's R.J. Harvey as we take a look at his stats from last week. High yards per attempt, but wasn't able to get into the end zone. Let's see if he is this week. 2nd and 9 now. Bo Nix under center, 3 men in the backfield. Going to pitch it to R.J. Harvey there. And he is going to be tackled for a large loss. 4 yards there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Nix now alone in the backfield. Snapped. Looking to pass. Got a lot of time. Going to fire across the middle. And that is going to be caught. It's Alec Pierce for a 23-yard gain. Pretty good first pass attempt for Bo Nix. And very successful as well. 3 men in the area, but just no one able to stop him. Just got out of the way of Neiman there and got a nice gain into Texans territory. 1st and 10 now. Bo Nix under center. 1 man in the backfield. Gonna hand it off there. And he's going to get about 2 yards there. That is Esteem. Looks like EJ Speed got that tackle. As we take a look at some of the inactives on the Texans, one of the main ones you see there, Joe Mixon, during practice this week, got banged up. He is out for this game. Got ruled out just at the end. Nice little handoff there. That is Watson. And EJ Speed gets his 3rd tackle of the day already. He's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Bo Nix now looking to pass. It's going to be caught out to the sideline. It looks like we have a flag, though. And it is going to be offsides on this Texans defense, which is just going to add to their already gained yardage. It's Jared Ivey, who they acquired from Seattle earlier this season. They dropped him, and the Texans were able to pick him up. 1st and 10 now. Nix back lined up to his right, motioning out now. Looking to pass. Nix firing. That's going to be caught by Marvin Mims. Nice little 10-yard gain. Wasn't enough for a first down, as it looks like Wattenberg, one of the offensive linemen for the Broncos, he's a little banged up. We're going to hope he's okay. 2nd and inches now. Bo Nix under center, man in the backfield. He's going to choose to hand it off to R.J. Harvey there, and he is going to get exactly nothing there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and inches now. Nix back lined up to his left. Looks like the Texans defense is going to come closer, getting a bit of a goal line stance. The running back's going to be motioned out. Nix is going to choose to pass over the middle, and that's going to be caught once again. That's Bryant on that one. Nice little gain. Was able to break a tackle as well, and that's going to bring up 1st and 10 in the red zone. Nix under center, man in the backfield, going to look to pass again. Ball's going to be thrown a little bit high, but it's going to be a nice gain. That looks like it was Franklin on that reception. Going to bring up 2nd and 1 now, and that is going to be a false start on the offensive line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 now instead. Nix now under center. Going to pitch it. That's going to be Pierce, who is going to lose substantial yardage there. Will Anderson Jr. got him there. Little trick play like that, and Will Anderson did not bite at all. Nix now alone in the backfield on 3rd and 13. Gonna look to pass after the snap. Looking, firing across the middle, and that is going to be a touchdown. Marvin Mims Jr. on that one. Nice little throw over the middle, and they are very happy with that early lead. Just an absolute dart over the middle, thrown a little bit high, but he saw that Mims was open, made a pass, and he was able to catch it. Point after attempt now. I was going to be snapped. You never know the difference that a superstar kick out point after specialist can do. Thank God they have him. Sturman gonna kick that one off. It's gonna go into the back of the end zone again, and CJ Stroud is gonna come out now. Last week was a very poor week for him, giving him, I believe, 3 of the 5 interceptions on the season. Definitely looking to wash the taste out of his mouth after that one. And let's see what he can do here. Hand off to Nick Chubb, the backup for Joe Mixon. And that is going to be a nice little gain of 6 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Stroud now under center, man in the backfield. Going to hand it off again to Nick Chubb, and that time he is going to get substantially less, but still gain 1 yard. 3rd and 3 now. Stroud under center. Going to hand it off again. And that one is going to be for no gain. That one was Pierce. An unfortunate 3 and out there, as the punt is away. They're just going to let it take a favorable bounce, and it's going to be brought out to about the 14. As we take a look at the leaders of pass touchdowns, and surprisingly enough, Bo Nix in his 2nd year is already leading the league, above his division's rivals Mahomes and Justin Herbert. Bo Nix looking to pass now. It's going to be caught over the middle by Pierce, Alec Pierce, for a gain of about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 now. Nix with a backline up to his left, going to look to pass. Will Anderson almost got to him, but he was able to get it off to the side. Evan Ingram on that one for a gain of 1. Nix now, 3rd down, looking, and he is going to be brought down. Danico Autry, able to penetrate that offensive line and just immediately destroy him. D'Amico Ryans seems very happy about that, as the Broncos are going to be forced to punt it away. Nice sustained drive, immediately followed up by a 3 and out. You probably don't know what to think if you're the Texans defense right now. Return's going to be brought out to about the 47, as CJ Stroud is going to get ready for his 2nd drive of the game. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Chubb lined up to his left. Gonna motion over a tight end to the right side. Gonna hand it off to Nick Chubb, and he is gonna be stuffed for a small loss there. 2-yard loss there. It looked like it was Turner on the tackle, and that is gonna bring up 2nd and 12. Oh no, sorry, Turner was unfortunately injured on that play. We're going to hope he's all right as we get 2nd and 12 now. 2nd and 12, Stroud with the back line up to his left. Motioning in Nico Collins, who I forgot to mention earlier is back from injury this week, and he immediately makes an absolutely star-studded play. One of the greatest pieces of their offense. He was out last week, but this week is back from his injury, and he seems to be feeling pretty fine after that last play. 1st and 10 now. Stroud under center, back in the backfield. Going to hand it off to Nick Chubb, who's going to be stuffed for another small loss there. Franklin Myers on that tackle. Cooper seemed to also be in the vicinity. 2nd and 12 now. Stroud with the back line up to his right. In a motion, I believe that's Tank Dell to the left side. And motion him back over. He's going to pass it off to the sideline, and he is going to lose yardage once again. That was Abrams on the tackle. All that silly motion right there, and it wasn't enough to fool any of the defensive players. 3rd and 15 now. Stroud with the back line up to his right. Going to motion out to the right side. Looking to pass, firing over the middle. That is going to be caught, and that is going to be a touchdown Texans. Dalton Schultz, believe he had a score last week, and he gets yet another, just a nice pass over the middle. Was able to evade all those defenders and not get tackled, and he is feeling good after that one, and so are these Texans fans. Point after attempt now. Kick is up. It is curving a lot, but it is good. And that is a nice little drive to tie up this game. D'Amico Ryan's very happy with that. Took him a while to score last week. This time it's relatively quick. Kickoff is away. It's going to be taken at about the... Going to be brought out to about the 26. And now Nix is going to get hit another attempt. 1st and 10 now, under center, back in the backfield. Going to motion over Pierce, who is going to take... I don't know why they continue to try to let wide receivers have rushing attempts, because it has ended poorly multiple times. End of the first quarter now. Score is 7-7. Taking another look at that score by Dalton Schultz. And that one earlier for the Broncos. It was Mims Jr. on that one. Both very entertaining scores as we get ready for the second quarter now. Nix now alone in the backfield. Going to look to pass. Fire over the middle. And that one is going to be caught for about 7 yards. Traylon Burks on that reception. Looking to pass again. Nix is just going to throw it out to the left side. And that is going to be Harvey losing substantial yardage. Nix tried to get rid of it, but it was not a smart idea. And now RJ Harvey seems to be a little bit shaken up going onto the bench. And that is yet another 3 and out for the Broncos. Going to have to punt it away here. Ball is going to be fielded at about the 25. And is going to get a pretty substantial return out to about the 35. CJ Stroud now getting set for another drive. After a pretty good last drive, 5 plays, 56 yards. He's going to get yet another chance here. 1st and 10, Stroud with the back line up to his right. Looking to pass here. And he is going to be wrapped up by that Broncos pass rush. Allen, Singleton, and Barron all got a piece of CJ Stroud there, as that is going to be a loss of 4 on that sack. Second and 14 now. Stroud with the back line up to his right. Gonna hand it off here to Nick Chubb, who's gonna get pretty good yardage after breaking a lot of tackles. And that's gonna be a 7-yard gain. And that is gonna bring up 3rd and 7. Like it was Moss on that tackle. 3rd and 7 now. Stroud with the back line up to his left. Going to look to pass. Throwing deep down the sideline, and that is going to be caught. Tank Dell with a absolute marathon run there. And that is going to put the Texans into the lead. An absolute bomb by CJ Stroud. That looked like rookie CJ Stroud there. Tank Dell absolutely beat out Singleton there and just ran it in almost 70 yards on that one. And D'Amico Ryans has pleased the home crowd after last week. Point after attempt now is up. It is good. And Texans fans are looking pretty happy after that one. 14-7 lead now at home as the kickoff is away. It's going to be fielded at about the 2-yard line. It's going to be brought out to about the 20. Bo Nix had a really good starting drive for this game, and he has really fallen off. We take a look at him on the list of pass yards for this season, and he is actually still in third. First in passing touchdowns, third in passing yards. But he is not in many people's MVP conversations, and if you're wondering why, it's because he has had a habit of throwing a good amount of interceptions. If he can get that number down, he's going to skyrocket into people's MVP conversations. But right now, he's been relatively quiet. Nice little handoff there to R.J. Harvey, who thankfully seems to be feeling better. 4-yard gain there, going to bring up 2nd and 6. Nix under center, 3 men in the backfield. Going to fake a handoff to all 3. Throw it to the right side, and that is going to be caught. It's the tight end there. Uzafa on that one into Texans territory now with another first down. Going to hand it off to R.J. Harvey there, who is going to get very little, if anything. And that is E.J. Speed on yet another tackle. Second and 10 now. Nix with the back wind up to his right. Going to hand it off, and that is going to be a nice little run for about 3 or 4 yards. And that is going to bring up 3rd down and 5. 3rd down now. Nix with the back line up to his right, getting a drive going here. Going to throw over the middle, and that is unfortunately going to be dropped by Mims. It looks like To'oto was able to break up the pass. And now Lutz is going to go for a deep bomb of an attempt, and it is going to be good. Was able to curve it. I thought that was going to go wide right, but he was able to get that one in. Score now 10-14. Texans still in the lead, but it's being eaten up a little as the kickoff is away. Fielded at about the 5-yard line. He's got an opening down the center that quickly closed, and he's going to get it out to about the 34 there. As we take a look at Tank Dell with that 63-yard touchdown pass just a few minutes ago, we're going to see if he's able to replicate anything of that caliber this drive. So far, they're just going to hand off to Nick Chubb, which is a pretty good play considering he just got an immense rush of 21 yards. Lucky 21 for him, considering that's his number. As that's going to bring up first down immediately into Broncos territory. Stroud now under center. 2 men in the backfield. Make that 1. Tight end shifting to the left side. Going to hand it off to Nick Chubb there again. And he is going to get another substantial run there of about 8 yards as one of the Broncos linemen seems to be injured. That is Allen there. He's going to run into the locker room. We're going to hope he's okay as it is 2nd and 2. Stroud now under center. 2 men in the backfield. Going to motion 1 out to the side. Motion the tight end over. Going to hand it off once again. Not Nick Chubb this time. That's the backup running back. And he is going to get another substantial run there as well. 12 yards on that one. The Texans' rushing attack has been absolutely flourishing today. And they are going to just continue going with it. And once again, we see a nice gain of about 4 yards. The Broncos, the only main problem they're having right now is they are missing a lot of tackles. If they can get that under control, that'll probably shut down their attack right now. Stroud passing, going to be caught by Tank Dell for about 7 yards there. and that is going to be enough for a first down. Into the red zone now. CJ Stroud going to hand it off. And that is going to be Nick Chubb, who is going to be stopped for no gain there. Wasn't able to break through the defensive line as we have 2nd and 10 now. Stroud now with the back line up to his left. Going to motion Tank Dale over to the right side. Going to look to pass here. It's going to be caught by Dalton Schultz for a gain of about 4 yards. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 6 here. Stroud now motioning over a back, and that is going to be caught over the middle. Tank Dell with his 2nd on the day. He is entertaining this crowd as he gets a nice little celebration going there. Just was able to beat out his man there. That was Patrick Surtain, former Defensive Player of the Year. And he got absolutely burnt there. Point after attempt now. Kick is up, and it is going to be good. And that's going to be another 2-score lead for the Texans now, 10-21. Two defenses that many people would consider almost top of the league, and they are both getting absolutely fried right now. Kickoff taken at about the 5-yard line. He's going to break multiple tackles and bring it all the way out to about the 34. Taking a look at the Broncos, they have not played clean games so far this season, averaging 54 yards per game in penalties. Today they only have 5, so they're playing this relatively clean. They're going to look to pass for Bo Nix. Going to be thrown over the middle, but it is going to fall incomplete. Nix now for 2nd and 10. Going to look to pass again. Going to be R.J. Harvey out to the right side. Break a couple tackles there and get a nice gain of about 12 yards. 1st and 10 now. Nix with the back line up to his left. Going to fake the handoff and actually QB sneak. And he is going to get about 5 yards there as we are now to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3 now. Nix with the back line up to his left. Marvin Mims motioning in. Bo Nix looking to pass again. Going to scramble and just take a slide after a 1st down run. 2 in a row for him now with a lot of success. 1st and 10 now. Nix with the back line up to his right. Going to look to pass again. Firing deep down the sideline, and that is going to be Evan Ingram, the veteran, with a nice 20-plus yard pass there, bringing the Broncos all the way down to the 10-yard line. Bo Nix now looking to pass again, just going to fire one into the end zone. Incomplete, but it looks like there's going to be pass interference on the defense there. Kamari Lassiter just was not able to stop him from catching it without getting a little dirty. And now they have 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. Nick's going to hand it off to R.J. Harvey here, and he is going to dive into the end zone for a touchdown. Hitting the move from earlier, but a little bit faster that time. He just saw an opening. It almost looks like he could have got in without diving. Maybe he just did it for the love of the game now. Point after attempt anyways. Kick is up. It is going to be good. And the Texans lead is once again cut. Nice quick drive there. Only a minute 24 as the Broncos are going to kick this one off to the Texans. Fielded at about the 7-yard line, going to be brought out to about the 25, and that is going to be CJ Stroud coming out for a quick little drive here. Minute 24 left on the clock. Let's see what CJ Stroud can do. Back lined up to his right for 1st and 10. Going to look to just fire a quick pass over the middle. Intended for, I believe that was Nico Collins, but he got absolutely hammered when he tried to catch it and the ball came out. Stroud passing again. That one's going to be Nico Collins catching it successfully this time, as it is going to bring up 1st and 10 as they are now in hurry-up offense. Stroud now back on up to his left, going to look to pass. Looking, firing over the middle, and that is going to be caught by the backup tight end. As the clock ticks past a minute, we're going to have 2nd and 6 here. Nico Collins running back from deep. Stroud looking to pass again. Going to be caught again by the backup tight end. It's going to be Jaden Higgins. And Stroud is going to call his first time out of the half as they make it into Broncos territory. 45 seconds left now. 1st and 10. Stroud alone in the backfield. Going to look to pass here. Fire a quick one over the middle. Tank Dell. As D'Amico Ryans is going to take yet another timeout. 41 seconds left. 2nd and 1. Stroud with the back line up to his right. Who's motioning left now. Another quick pass over the middle. That one broken up. Intended for Nico Collins. But that is going to be Moss who got the pass break up there. 3rd and 1 now. Stroud back line up to his left. Going to fire a quick pass to Nick Chubb. Going to get a successful block there, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Clock takes past 30 seconds left. Stroud's going to snap the ball. Looking to pass. Firing over the middle, and that is going to bounce off Dre Greenlaw and fall dead with 22 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 10 now. Stroud alone in the backfield again. Going to pass quickly over the middle as D'Amico Ryans is going to be forced to use his final timeout. 3rd and 5 now. Stroud looking, firing. He's just going to throw that one away. It's going to bring up 4th and 5 now, and Kaimi Fairbairn is going to come out for a field goal attempt. 49 yards, and I was about to say that one didn't even have a chance, but the very common in-stadium wind is able to blow it back on track as the score is now 17-24. Kick is away, going into the end zone as Bo Nix is going to have 11 seconds to try to make a miracle happen here. Just going to take a quick pass over the middle, caught by R.J. Harvey, who is going to get a lot of yards there. It's going to bring him all the way down to the Texans 33 as they're going to bring out the field goal unit to try to make this. And it is going to be good. R.J. Harvey with a phenomenal pass there that's going to bring the score to 20-24 as we go into halftime. The offense is firing on all cylinders so far this game as we get ready for the second half. Just a quick look at some of the plays from the first half. You've got Marvin Mims' touchdown that happened early on, first score of the game. And then that massive 60-yard bomb caught by Tank Dell. And both of these quarterbacks have been very much letting it rip. CJ Stroud, we saw last week his stats were 3 interceptions, but now he's got 3 touchdowns to make up for it. Starting the 3rd quarter now, kick away to the Texans, going to be fielded at about the 3-yard line and taken out to about the 25. CJ Stroud going to start off this third quarter. Back line up to his right for 1st and 10. Looking to pass, firing over the middle, caught by Nick Chubb, and he is going to get about 8 yards on that one. 2nd and 2 now. Stroud under center, Nick Chubb in the backfield. Going to hand it off to Nick Chubb, who's going to get enough on that rush for a 1st down.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Stroud under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Gonna look to hand it off to the backup running back there, who's gonna get a nice run. That's Pierce there. Going to take it all the way out to midfield on the 15-yard rush. That's going to bring up first down. Stroud's going to hand it off to Pierce again, and that one is going to get significantly less yardage, only 2 yards there. Moss on the tackle there. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 now. Stroud with the back line up to his left. Going to hand it off there. And that is going to be a gain of about 4 yards. 3rd and 4 now. Stroud back lined up to his left. Going to look to pass there. And that's going to be caught by Schultz over the middle for a first down. Just a nice quick pass over the middle there. In a zone defense like that, you just take advantage of any play you see. And Stroud definitely did there. Stroud now under center. Nick Chubb in the backfield. He's going to choose to hand it off, and he is going to get only about 2 yards there. Averaging 4.5 yards a carry so far, which is not a bad stat, but it is also not astounding. 2nd and 8 now. Going to hand it off once again, and that one is going to be for about 1 yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 now from the Broncos 33, as CJ Stroud is going to have to convert this. Back lined up to his right. CJ Stroud looking to pass, firing towards the sideline, and that one is going to be incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Johnson, but Dre Greenlaw was able to break it up. It looks like Nick Benito there looked a little bit shaken up. We're going to hope he's okay. Kaimi Fairbairn with yet another lawn bomb attempt. And the stadium wind is working in his favor today. Do they just have large AC units in the roof? I don't know. I didn't take a look at the stadium when I came into work today. Anyways, kick is away. It's going to be fielded at about the 6-yard line. Got a lot of room down the sideline. Going to break a couple tackles and bring it all the way out to the 47. Bo Nix is going to have very good starting field position to start this drive. 1st and 10 now. Nix under center. 2 men in the backfield. Going to fake the handoff to both. Going to fire, and it's going to be over the head of the defender. Looks like it was number 20 there on the block. Pass out to the left side, going to be caught by Evan Ingram. It's only going to be a gain of about a yard. 3rd and 9 now. Nix with the back line up to his left. They are down here, so Nix definitely wants to try to get points on the board. He's going to huck one deep down the sideline, and that is going to be caught. Alec Pierce with a 50-yarder. Going to bring up 1st and goal now. Nix looking to pass. Going to fire out to the sideline, and that is going to be a very classy pass by Ingram, but he's not going to gain yardage there as we get a false start on, I believe it was Alec Pierce there. 10 steps forward, 1 step back there for the Broncos offense. Nick's going to fake a handoff to all of them, fire into the end zone, and that is going to be broken up. It's intended for Alec Pierce there, but it was broken up. Nick's now back line up to his left. Going to look to pass again. And that is going to be Evan Ingram, who's going to be gaining about 5 yards, but all it's going to do is offset the false start penalty. 4th and goal now. And I assume they're just going to take the points here, yeah. Will Lutz on the field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is going to be good. And their lead is once again 4. Great effort from number 30 attempting to block that. Nice dive, but not able to block it. Stone base going to field the kick at about the 2-yard line, and that is going to be brought out to about the 20. As we take a look at Nick Chubb so far today, as I said, 4.5 yards per carry is about the most it's all right stat you can have at this point in the game. We will see how it is by the end. Stroud now under center, 2 men in the backfield, going to hand it off to Nick Chubb. And that's not good for that stat. He's going to be tackled for a loss of 2 there. Nick Benito on that one. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12. Stroud now with a back lined up to his left. Looking to pass now. Going to fire to the right sideline, and that is going to be Tank Dell breaking another tackle and finally being taken down by Pat Surtain.
It's a gain of 18.
Averaging a little more than 21 yards a catch so far. That is a phenomenal stat for Tank Dell. And let's see what Stroud does now. He's going to hand it off to Nick Chubb, who's going to get about 3 yards there. Nice little gain. And then he's going to set up 2nd and 7. Stroud now under center, man in the backfield. Going to fake the handoff. Looking to pass deep down the sideline. And that is Nico Collins. Nice game. 27 yards. He was just... The defenders liked to practice social distancing there, leaving Nick Benito wide... Sorry, Nico Collins wide open there as the kid is back. And there's a nice little run. Damian Pierce with a nice little 10-yard gain there. Stroud now under center, 2 men in the backfield. Make that 1 as the fullback motions out. Tight end is going to motion right. Handoff is going to be immediately stuffed by Nick Benito there for a loss of about 3 yards. 3rd and 3 now. Stroud with back lined up to his left. Tight end is going to motion to the right. Stroud now going to pass to the sideline, and that is going to be Christian Kirk with his first reception of the day, and that is going to be enough for a first down. Nice little 8-yard gain. 1st and 10 now. Stroud under center, man in the backfield. Going to look to hand it off, and he is going to get no gain there. 2nd and 10 now. Stroud with the back lined up to his right.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Broncos 20-yard line.
Stroud scrambling, going to throw as he's hit, and it is going to be just to the sideline, thrown away. Franklin Myers on the pressure there. 3rd and 10 now. Stroud with the back lined up to his right. Looking to pass. Firing to the left side, and then it's going to be caught by Dalton Schultz for a gain of about 5 yards. As Kaimi Fairbairn is going to come out for the field goal attempt. Nice little 32-yarder, and they are not going to attempt to kick this before the 3rd quarter ends. 23-27 here in Houston. This game is not over. It's still relatively close, and the Broncos definitely have time to make a move. So we take a look at some of the plays from earlier in the game, and now we are going to take a look at Fairbairn on the field goal attempt.
32-yard attempt.
Nice little 32-yarder. Kick is up. It is good, and the score is now the Broncos 24 to the Texans 30. Broncos 23, sorry. This lead is now exactly 1 touchdown. Kickoff taken from about the 3-yard line. Going to bring it out to the side. Pretty respectable return of 29 yards. As we take a look at R.J. Harvey on receptions today, he had that nice long one just before we got to the break at halftime, and he has had 2 other little ones besides those. Next now, going to fake the handoff and look to pass over the middle, and that is going to be Marvin Mims with a nice little gain of about 12 yards. 1st and 10 now from the Broncos' own 41. Nick's under center with a man in the backfield. Alec Pierce going to motion over. Handoff to RJ Harvey is going to be immediately stuffed there. Loss of 2. And that is going to bring up 2nd and 12. Nick's now with the back line up to his right, going to look to pass. And that one is going to be looks like a basketball block there. Will Anderson Jr. just kind of reached his hands up and was able to stop the ball from going anywhere. 3rd and 12 now. Nick's alone in the backfield. Looking, firing. It's going to be caught. Plenty of room to run. And that is going to be Alec Pierce with another great one. Jimmy Ward on the tackle. Nice little small pass there. And then Alec Pierce just got like another 25 yards with his legs. 1st and 10 now from the Texans 32. Nick's under center. Man in the backfield. Going to hand it off to RJ Harvey, who's going to manage to break a couple tackles, but going to be stopped for no gain. Taking a look at the Texans' turnover numbers, they're usually very good at making them on defense, but they have not been able to against this Broncos offense. Nick's now under center, 3 men in the backfield. Handing it off. And that is once again going to be for no gain. As we take a look at the amount of, I believe that's penalty yards today by the Broncos. They've been playing a relatively clean game compared to the rest of their season. But now we have 3rd and 10. And if you are the Broncos, you definitely want to get this one. Nick's now alone in the backfield after motioning out the running back. Fire to the left side. And he is not going to be able to go anywhere as it is Pitter on the tackle. Will Lutz with a 48-yard attempt here. And that one is not going to catch the stadium wind at all. It is going to be no good. And that is not what you want to see right now. Broncos head coach very miffed with that one, as CJ Stroud is going to come out for another drive. He has had a very clean game so far. 75% completion rate with 0 interceptions and 3 touchdowns. Let's see what he can do now. Back lined up to his left. Going to choose to hand it off to Nick Chubb here, who is going to be stuffed for a small loss immediately. At least the Broncos defense is finally showing up, as this is going to be a loss of 2, bringing up 2nd and 12. Stroud now back lined up to his right for 2nd and 12. Going to just fire a quick one to Nick Chubb, who's going to get substantial yardage there, getting about 7 and bringing up 3rd and 5. Taking a look at the Broncos sacks today, they lead the league in sacks, but today they have only managed to get 1. Nice little pass there to Nico Collins, able to convert the 3rd down. 1st and 10 now. Stroud, 2 men in the backfield, under center. Gonna motion the fullback out and the tight end left. And then gonna hand it off to, I believe, Damian Pierce there for a nice little gain of 5. And that is going to bring up 2nd and 5. Another handoff to Pierce there. That one for only about 1 yard, and that is going to bring up 3rd and 4. Broncos need this stop to... Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Pass is going to be to the left sideline, caught by Nick Chubb. But there is going to be a flag on the play, and it is going to be holding on the Texans' offensive line. Trent Brown there going to back them up a good ways, all the way out to midfield, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 14. Stroud now alone in the backfield. Quick pass out to the running back, and he is going to convert the third down. Doesn't matter if it's 5 yards or 15. He is able to make it. That is an absolute embarrassment. A backup running back getting enough on a check down is not what you want to see. But that is fumble recovered by the Texans. The Broncos almost managed to save themselves there, but they weren't able to pick up the fumble in time. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 now. Stroud under center with 2 men in the backfield. Going to hand it off again, and that is going to be Pierce with about 3 yards on that rush. 3rd and 4 now. Stroud with the back line up to his left. Going to motion the running back out now. Now alone in the backfield. Stroud's going to look to pass. Firing quick to the sideline, and that is Schultz on the reception. That is going to be enough for a first down in the red zone. Stroud now going to quickly hand it off to Dameon Pierce, who's going to get about 4 yards there. And that is going to bring up 2nd and 6 as the clock ticks past 4 minutes left in this game. The Broncos need a turnover or a stop here. And that is neither. As we look at the stats, an astounding 500 yards of offense so far for this Texans offense that usually gets far less. This has been an offensive masterclass today for D'Amico Ryans. 3rd and inches now. Stroud with the back line up to his left. Going to fire a quick pass. It's going to be Tank Dell. That is probably one of the main proponents of the Texans offense so far this game. Tank Dell has been absolutely integral to their success. 1st and goal now on the 4-yard line. Stroud with the back line up to his left. Going to look to pass here. Looking, firing into the end zone. And that is going to be a diving catch. And Dalton Schultz is going to get his 2nd of the day as well. Yet, just caught that one almost with like a Spider-Man slide. Caught it and then spun on his hand. And that is going to bring up a point after attempts now for Kaimi Fairbairn. Kick is up. It is good. And that has probably tied up this game pretty in a bow, ladies and gentlemen. 14-point lead with a little less than 3 minutes on the clock. The Broncos are going to need a miracle to get anything to happen. Ball going to be kicked into the end zone. Going to be taken out to about the 22. So we take a look at Alec Pierce, who has been playing an absolute miracle game. 104 yards. He is definitely someone who is coming out with a win this game no matter what the score is at the end. Nix now looking to pass, firing to the left side, and that is going to be caught by Evan Ingram for an 8-yard gain. Nix now back lined up to his right. Going to pass over the middle. Going to bounce away from anybody, but there is going to be pass interference there. Kalen Bullock on that one. Going to give the Broncos plenty of yards. Enough for a first down. 1st and 10 now. Nix looking to pass again. Going to fire a quick one over the middle. That was Alec Pierce on another reception. Acquired him from the Colts earlier this season. Bo Nix is going to be sacked there. That is not what you want to see. The hurry-up offense running to the line now. Bo Nix is going to look to fire a quick pass. It's going to be caught by Evan Ingram, but it is going to bring up 4th and 1. He wasn't able to get enough there. Potentially the final play of the game for the Broncos. Nix going to look to grab it on his own. He is going to fumble the ball. The Texans win it, ladies and gentlemen. tried to run it, lost the ball, and then it's going to be picked up by the Texans defense. And now CJ Stroud just needs to get 1 first down, and that will be the game. 4-yard gain there. Timeout called by the Broncos.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
You know, just stopping the Broncos would have been enough, but the fumble just makes it feel personal. Handoff to Nick Chubb. That's a first down, and the Texans have officially won it. CJ Stroud in victory formation after what could only be described as a very abysmal game last week. This probably feels amazing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the game. The Broncos getting their 2nd loss on the season to these Texans after a phenomenal game by them. 7-2 and 6-2 now. CJ Stroud absolutely overjoyed after that performance. As we take a look at some of the highlights, the absolute bomb early game to Tank Adele with one of the craziest throws we have seen all season on the MFL. And then that pass by Bo Nix just quickly over to Marvin Mims early game as well. As we take a look at another one of the great passes caught by Schultz earlier this game. And with that, I'm your host, AJ. Thank you